Ravens. Woo! We got that W, but boy, it wasn't pretty. We're gonna discuss the good, bad, and ugly coming right out. Yo guys, my name is Sunny. Welcome to szg Sports, and if you love Ravens content, and I know you do, please subscribe now, hit that bell so you know when I go live or when I put a video like this. Also check out AFC North Talk. It's a great channel. We discuss Steelers, Ravens, Bengals, and Browns. All four of us there on live stream. So go check it out. Anyway, Bears, Ravens. Yo, I know a lot of you, Lamar's out. They're like, ugh, this is not going to be pretty. And then you know, Averett, Jimmy Smith, out. Not good. Hollywood Brown, out. Big Baby, out. Plus all the other injuries. It was not. I will say, I admit, I was like, this game, if we can pull it. And we did. Okay, we're going to discuss that. Okay, let's talk about the good. Mark Andrews had a game. And I know a lot of you guys were going to say, oh, Sonny, but he dropped that interception. He did. So I debated to put it in the back, but the reality is he was the main chain mover. He was the guy making the plays. He was the guy trying to make stretch catches because Huntley was not as accurate sometimes, right? So Mark Andrews had a great game, in my opinion. Mark Andrews was the offense on the passing side. So Mark Andrews. The other one, D-line. I thought the D-line had a very strong game. There was a couple plays here and there they could have done better, but I can't think about how our depth has been diminishing. And they still ball, right? Also on the good, probably the great Tyus Bowser. Tyus Bowser had a game. I think his best game so far. Tyus Bowser has had a quiet, good, solid season. Which is what we expect from Tyus Bowser, right? A solid season. Well, no, yesterday he came to eat. He was all over the place. Sacks, fumbles. He was all over the place. Tyus Bowser had an amazing game. Patrick Queen, and look, y'all know I'm very hard on Patrick Queen, but Patrick Queen has been playing solidly. Since the bye, he was like, this is how you tackle. Let me go execute. And he's been tackling well. So Patrick Queen, this is what I want to see. He's attacking the point of attack. He doesn't over-pursue the play, and he's making the tackle. Patrick Queen, I put here Huntley. And you can say, Sonny, he had an okay game, which is true. It's because of expectations, right? I didn't even know what to expect. And he was good enough. Look, I definitely didn't expect the Ravens to throw 30 plus times. Right? And we're going to talk about the fans' reaction soon. But, come on. If you expect Huntley was throwing 30 plus times. If I say Huntley threw 30 plus times and he had a pick. Do you expect them to win that game or lose that game? You probably expect them to lose that game. Ravens won. So I'll put here Huntley. And then the other good, tackling, because tackling has gotten way better. I know we sometimes we hear a narrative and we as fan base cannot evolve. And the reality is tackling was atrocious and tackling has gone better. And that's what I want. Tackling getting better. You can see the guys try to wrap up. This is how tackling should be. I'm happy with the tackling that I'm seeing. So I put them in the good. The bad, Marlon Humphrey. Problem with Marlon that I'm seeing is he's giving, I don't know if he is playing a little hurt, but any speedster, he's giving a lot of room. Now, Marlon's an athlete, right? So I expect him to, and he's physical, so that's what I expected for him. The bad, in my opinion, was a bad call, the PI, but whatever. I'm not even downing him on that. It was more like this wiggle room, this buffer, this padding that Marlon Humphrey keeps giving the receiver. I'm not a fan of. I understand if Westry does it. I understand some of the other corners, like Averett and some do it. I'm not a fan when Averett does it either. But Marlon Humphrey, he's your number one corner. I would expect him to play bump, run, on man. The execution on blitzes. Look, we're going to talk about Westry later, but when I saw that play, I'm watching that play, I'm like, that blitz looks slow, right? And then Tony Romo puts the film or the tape again, and yeah, you see Stevens like looking, where am I supposed to go? If Stevens crashes that play doesn't, it's not made. It's not, because the dude has no time to do a double move. He doesn't. Andy Dalton might just throw a prayer as the guy's doing a double move, so it would have been overthrown, right? So I get some comments. A lot of you. This is not just one person. Like, Sonny, we need to fire Wink. And then they're like, oh, why he's blitzing with this? No, he's blitzing to help them. The problem is if they cannot execute the one play, the blitz, but obviously something on the other side is gonna fail, right? It's a cascade effect. So if the blitz is done perfectly or on time, I am sure that play is not made. Stevens was bad on that. Overall, think about this. Wink had a strong game. It's just a narrative. You have Campbell, right? Maravika, which is your backup D tackle because Wolf was your starter, but now you have him. Okay, Jelly was never supposed to be a starter, right? So you, from the early stages of this roster, you have one in the D line. Then you go on the outside backers. Let's assume Owe was always going to be the starter, and let's assume Houston was always going to be the starter, and you have Bowser. Okay, so you're good in there. Then you go to the middle linebacker. I thought LJ4 was going to be your will linebacker with Patrick Queen with Ford left. Bynes has done a good job. And then you go to the backside, right? No Peters. Who's your second corner? No Avery. Who's your third corner? Smith. No Smith, right? No Joker. So obviously there's different. So in the secondary is hard, right? So he is trying. He's like, they need a long completion. If I blitz, they need to throw it hot, which he didn't throw it hot because the damn blitz didn't get there, right? So anyway, that's the whole point. I thought Wink had a strong game call. I know some fans will disagree. It's just execution. If the execution would have been made, we didn't have that problem with it. Okay, then, running backs. The running backs had a good game, especially Freeman, but I wanted more. And this is where I would say running back / play style / calling from Giro. I was not mad. And look, again, if you follow Twitter, people were mad because we were running the ball. And I said in my pregame, I was like, I want them to run the ball more. So we run the ball more, right? And people are not happy. And then we throw the ball. Think about Lamar. There's games that Lamar doesn't throw 30 passes. Only did 30 plus. We throw the ball. People are like, I wouldn't throw the ball there. There's no pleasing some of y'all. There's just not pleasing some of y'all. So, saying that, what I did not like was I was expecting that read pass, as I call it, read run pass option, right? Meaning you give it to the running back, you keep it, or you throw it. There was none of that, which surprised me because that would slow some of these pass rushers coming from the side. So that disappointed me, not the fact that we ran, but I will say this, Freeman, sometimes he startled, which again, I needed him more, but he had some cutbacks. His vision is there. And Freeman, for his age, is pretty explosive. Murray looked slow. Murray did look slow. I would have won Tyson Williams there. So the coaching / running game, it's not that Giro called a horrible game. It's more how he called it. Those run plays, I would expect a little bit more mystery, a little bit more deceivedness, a little bit more confusion for the defense, but there's none of that. There was more vanilla running style, which again, I was surprised. I think in my pregame, I said we need to go 2019 Ravens running scheme, which we didn't. My ugly, Westry, that double move is frozen. He got skates. So obviously that didn't cost us at the end, but they could have. And he needs to be more aware of that. Look, at that point, dude beat you so bad. Hold him. Because you get a holding, okay. It's not a touchdown. They still need to play for it. So, Westry is one of my ugly, and then the O-line. Especially the tackles. The tackles were bad. There's no word to sugarcoat it. Villanueva, he was getting beat. He was holding. He was getting beat. And our guy, Pat McCarry, that he came back, not the greatest of game. So that is problematic as you're going against a Browns team that had really good edge rushers. So this is a problem. Not going to get fixed this year. I'm hoping in the game against the Browns, there's basically tight ends in each corner, just chipping them in. But yeah, the tackles were bad. The inside was better, but the tackle were just horrible. Now I want to hear from you. What is your good, bad, and ugly? What do you liked it? What do you hated from this game? What are your thoughts? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, IG, Facebook at szg.sports. Don't forget, I come live sometimes, I put videos record, so make sure you hit that bell. And in the AFC North Talk, go check us out, which we do live streaming twice a week. Thank you for coming, and I will see you next time. Big trust.